What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a quick and beginner lesson on slow hands by Niall Horan. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play slow hands is the 5 chords we're going to need for this song. The first one is C, the next one is A minor, the next one is E minor, the next one is G, and the last one is going to be F. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the comments below. Now guys, we're going to start with our verse chord progression. Now our verse chord progression is going to go C, A minor, C, A minor, F, and then G. And we're going to repeat that twice per verse. Now what we're going to be doing for strumming for those verses is we're going to do 8 down strums palm muted. Very simple, very basic strum pattern. If you don't know what palm muting is, it's basically getting this kind of fatty part of your hand right here, and you kind of, while you're strumming, you kind of just hit it. You kind of rest it on there a little bit while you're strumming, so it gets that kind of percussive sound. It'll sound kind of like this. It'll be, it's like a muted chord basically, and it adds a little bit of percussiveness. It sounds very cool, and that's how we're going to get that sound. We're going to do 8 down strums per chord for that. So when you put all that together, your verses are going to sound about like this. And sometimes on that G, at the very end, actually not sometimes, but at the end of each verse, so you're going to repeat that chord progression twice per verse. The very last G, you're just going to hit, instead of 8 down strums, you're going to hit 1 big down strum, and you're going to strum the whole thing, not palm muted. So that's just the very last G before you go into the chorus of each verse. All right guys, now on to chorus. So chorus, what we're going to do is this is kind of long, all right? It's an easy strum pat or easy chord progression. You just got to remember kind of what order it's in, but it is kind of long. So we're going to go F, F, G, A minor. That's our first one. Then we're going to go F, F, G, E minor. Then we're going to go back to F, F, G, A minor. And our very last one is going to be F, F, G. And same thing on that last G, we're just going to hit it big and let it ring out. Now guys, where this changes up a little bit is where it goes to on the strumming. So the same exact thing, we're just going to stick with that just palm muted down strums. But what we're going to do here is we're going to have a 4 down strums instead of 8. All right, so it's just going to be with our F, for example. It'll just look about like this. We'll just go with our first chord progression. It'll look about like this on this side, the strumming side. So on that one, it's just important to remember that we're going to play those Fs twice, total of 8 times down strummed, and everything else is going to be just 4 times down strums on those choruses. So we're going to play all the way through the chorus. It'll look about like this. From there, we'll go back into verse, and then we'll hit another chorus, and then that's going to take us into bridge. Now, what we're going to do for the bridge, we're going to start with single down strums, just single down strums, not palm muted, nothing, just single down strums just as they are. We're going to do an F, then we're going to do a G, then we're going to do an E minor, and then we're going to do an A minor. We're just, like I said, single down strums, let them ring out on that one, and then we're going to do F. We're going to start building this, right? So same thing, we're going to kind of go back to that palm muting. We're going to start slow. So we're F, and then we're going to go G, and then E minor, kind of build it big, and then we're going to hit into chorus once more. So one more time, guys, through those chords, it'll look about like this. guys, very last thing, that little picking part, and this is probably what most of you are here for. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing with that. So, first of all, I'm finger picking that. You don't have to. I think it sounds cool to finger pick it, but you really don't have to. It just gives it a little bit more of a punchy and kind of crunchy sound a little bit more of a... You can kind of do this kind of thing and just kind of get it with your nails a little bit, and it makes it just sound a little bit more crunchy. I like the way that sounds. If you want to pick it instead though, you can absolutely use a pick, no problem there. So we're starting up here on 7th fret of the G string. We're going to hit that and slide up to 9th fret, and then we're going to go back to 7th, and then we're going to pop up here to 10th on the D, and then we're going to go 7th on the D, and then we're going to go back up to 10th on the D, and then we're going to go 10th, slide to 12th on the D string, and then we're going to go back to 10th on the D string. And we're just going to repeat that. That is it, guys. It just repeats over and over again. It's actually a pretty easy little picking pattern, but it sounds very, very cool. So I'm going to do it one time slowly, one time quickly, and we'll wrap it up. So slowly. A little bit closer to full speed. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play slow hands on acoustic guitar. This is a very beginner-friendly song, but it actually sounds really cool. It sounds a little bit more complicated than it is. There's a few little techniques that if you're a beginner and you learn these techniques, it'll really make you sound more like an intermediate to advanced level player. It's some really good stuff to kind of start with and build on. As always, guys, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 340 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I try to get about 3 to 5 new lessons up every week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, this is the perfect channel for you to check out. Guys, I hope you have a blast playing Slow Hands. It's a very beautiful and sexy song, and I'll see y'all very soon.